I'm starting off with a really light wash for the eyeballs, and while it's still wet, I add in a drop of concentrated orange, and it just spreads onto the wet paper, and that is the wet on wet technique. And it's the same thing that I'm going to use for the feathers. So I have a brown that I've watered down with a lot of water, and I'm applying that wash to the wings and the body of this evil owl. And then I have the same brown but with a lot less water in it, and I'm just going to stamp it onto the wet paper. And the watercolor will bleed a little bit and give it that really feathery texture. It takes a little bit of practice to figure out if your paper is the right amount of wetness, and you can just observe it by either touching the paper or checking to see how shiny it is. If it's really shiny, it probably means that it's too wet and the color that you're adding is just going to spread into the wetness and disappear. So you don't want it to be too wet. And I'm going to add the, Okay, so if an area is still wet and the orange bleeds into that area and you don't want it there, you can easily fix that by swabbing your brush out and getting all of the watercolor and water out of it so it's nice and dry. And then you can use that as a sponge to suck up that orange puddle into your dry brush, and it will just suck it up like a vacuum cleaner. And you can see when it's dry, there's a slight orange stain, but I need to add a shadow there anyways. So once I put in another wash of brown, you won't even be able to notice that orange stain. So that is the wet on wet technique I use to paint owl.